Hello everyone. Today we have another unboxing. This is of a Pinguicula. I got this one from Bug Eater Gardens on Instagram. It's a raspberry blonde. If you guys don't know what that is, I'll post a picture of what it's supposed to look like mature. This one's popular for its flower. It also colors up really nice. And it's just really good. It's really expensive though. This one, his name is Adam Yee, I think. I don't know if I said his last name right. But yeah, it comes with the label. I don't see very many packages with labels like this anymore. It comes wrapped pretty good, I'll say. It looks like there's two in here. I bought one, so I don't know why there might be two. Pinguicula. Okay, let's see. And raspberry blonde. Well, I guess I got a freebie. I don't have this one, so I mean, I guess we'll take a look at it. I don't think anything's in this one. No. Oh, that one's really nice. Take a look. Oh, that's a very nice color. And it's really nice size too. I wasn't expecting a freebie, so I don't have any soil at the moment, so I don't have to make one right now. So I'm gonna put the towel back on it, and then I'm gonna unwrap the raspberry blonde. All right, the cap is back on that one. I'm just gonna keep that one there, just so it can stay a little bit damp in there, so it won't dry out on me. And then here we have the raspberry blonde. I'm very excited for this one. It looks like it's a nice size too. The picture looked really nice. Yeah, it's a pretty nice size compared to the other ones. It kind of looks like the Laueana crossed with Emarginata. But the leaves on this are pretty nice. They're pretty big. I really like the shape of it. I really like how it's like small at the tips, and then at the edges, like over here, it's like really fat and nice. Yeah, I'm gonna pot this one up real quick, just because I do have the soil ready for it that I made like a couple of days ago. So here we go. I have my spot for it right here. I do have it next to my pirouette. So I already made the label for it, raspberry blonde. I need to buy just this label maker at Walmart. It's like $14. It's pretty cheap compared to the other digital ones, and I really like how it prints out the labels. As you can see, they look kind of nice. Here's a pirouette one. I do have these in just, again, in vermiculite, perlite, and sand. I'm gonna make a mix for the Laueana crossed with Emarginata, just so I can have its own pot. Good thing I bought extra of these when I went to Walmart the other day. So I'm gonna pot it up in here, and then I'll see how it looks. All right, here's the plant all potted up now. It's just a bit wet just because I had to wet it down there just so the roots can fill in nicely. I did remove like 1 or 2 leaves just because they were like too down and it wouldn't let me like sit it right on top. It's not gonna affect it at all. But yeah, there's that one. And then I'm gonna create some soil for this one, and I'm just gonna pot that one up as well. And then I'll show you guys what the end results look like. Okay, this is how I pot up my Pinguiculas. So I start off by soaking some long fiber sphagnum moss, and I just put it like in the very bottom where the drainage holes are of the pots. That's just because just so the sand or something won't leak when I'm watering or something. So I just fill that up, and then I'm gonna show you how it looks like. All right, so we finished that up. As you can see, I only did the very bottom just to cover those holes, and I just pressed that in. So I just did it for both pots. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do it for the Laueana crossed with Emarginata and for my Cyclosectas. I do have some pollings and they're just ready to be potted up. So I'll just switch them over, might as well. Then I'm making some soil. So over here I have my bins of all my stuff. So I have my peat, I have my perlite, I have my sand, and I have my vermiculite. So I'm just gonna bring my, so I have some water in there. So I'm just gonna start off, I'm gonna do two, this is just a solo cup. I'm gonna do two of these that are full. So that's two. And then I'm just gonna do same thing with the perlite. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna do only half of a sand, just because this fill it up pretty nice. I'll just do like, oh, there you go, just like half a cup. I'll just throw that in there as well. I'll get like a little bit more sand. And that's pretty it. And then I'll mix it and I'll show you guys what it looks like mixed. All right, so that's all set. So as you can see, it's mixed pretty good. It should be enough and a little bit left over for these 2 pots. They're 4-inch pots. I got them on Facebook, but she told me she got them on Amazon. So I might get some more on Amazon because I really like them. That's a pretty nice size. So here's a mix. As you can see, perlite and the vermiculite is in there good, and you can see a lot of sand as well. That's why I only used half a cup of sand, just because it mixes in there pretty good. So if I squeeze it, it does break apart a little. It doesn't like stay fully intact. So it's pretty breathable for the pings. This is what I usually use for my pings, and they're usually happy in it. I've also tried peat moss, sand, and perlite, and it works pretty good in there as well, but I just think this looks way better for me. It just looks cleaner, I'd say. I'm not really sure. And well, I can't say there's less mess because they're both kind of messy, but this one's kind of messy if you like drop a plant or something. But I just like this one. So I'm gonna put them into these 2, and then I'll show you guys what that looks when it's done. Okay, here are the pots all full of the mix. I like to fill them up to the top, just because I don't top water them. I tray water them. Like maybe once a month I'll top water just in case there's any like buildup or anything of like mineral buildup or something. But I use distilled water, so there really shouldn't be, but I just do it just in case. Just because I do foliar feed them, so just in case there's some fertilizer, I'll just let it drain to the bottom. So here's that, and then it does look kind of gross right now, but once I spray the top, it's gonna look way better. So I'm gonna go ahead and pot up the Laueana crossed with Emarginata and the Cyclosecta, and then I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. As you can see, I do have a lot of leftover, probably to fill up another pot, but I'm just gonna have this one sitting here and I'll just reuse that one another time if I have another Pinguicula or something. And then I did wet the mix before, just because you don't want to mix it dry, just because it does have that sand, and that sand won't stick really good. And the vermiculite won't stick really good to the perlite and all the other stuff. So you just want a little bit of water. As you can see, I only filled it up like up to here, and it's all pretty wet. So you just want to give it a really small soak, really. You don't want to like really, really wet, just because I'm going to give them some water when I'm done. All right, so here I have all of them potted up now. So right here's the Razzberry Blonde. Here's the Laueana crossed with Emarginata. And then these are the Cyclosecta pullings that I told you guys about. They're still really small, but I shouldn't have repotted them until they were bigger, but might as well. But yeah, those are all 3 of them. Yeah, so I would check out Bug Eater's Garden on Instagram. He has a lot of really nice Pinguiculas. Yeah, you can see him on his posts and stuff. But there you go. I really like them and can't wait to see them mature and flower.